Hi, my name is Sharday O'Rourke. I am a licensed professional counselor, a licensed substance abuse treatment practitioner, and a clinical trauma professional. So I decided that I wanted to do a video or a vlog series on relationships. So weekly, I'll be coming out with different videos addressing just various topics in relationships, just giving my perspective, providing some insight, education, and also kind of shooting out just some conversation pieces, because that's probably one of the most important pieces that we can share is our perspective, right? And how that influences us, how that's going to influence our relationship. So the topic today is, I was going to go with cheating. I had kind of outlined my steps that I wanted to kind of climb in this vlog series. But I want to start off with the beginning, which is how you meet, right? So my husband and I met on eHarmony, right? This was after like years of doing me, getting out of undergraduate school, getting out of graduate school, moving to a new state, working as a correctional officer, go figure, and finding myself at a job that spoke to what I believed I was supposed to be doing, which was counseling, and being in a place where I didn't really have many people. I had a very tight-knit group of friends. I pledged the wonderful, amazing Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, and just finding myself. So in this process, I think I had heard it somewhere, I saw a commercial or something, and I decided to get on eHarmony. And right when I was going to get off, paying like $40 something a month, right? I was desperate for love. Paying $40 something a month, and we found each other. And it's been kind of that ever since. But I start with my story to say this. Foundationally, when we meet people, we meet them where they are, right? They haven't had any discussions about changing for us. They haven't had any epiphanies on what it may take to get us to be with them. They just meet us and they're just themselves, including us. Do we put on that, I guess the new word is like glow up, or, fresh face and personality that we think people will receive a little better? Sure. But ultimately, we have to eventually be who we are, whether that's on purpose or on accident. So when you meet someone, there's a lot of important things that are happening. There's the unconscious piece of it, for which you are both kind of determining where this possibly can go, both male and female. And for men, that's kind of determined at the beginning. Women, we can grow into that perspective. We may see potential, and a lot of times we will accept a man, marry him, love him, bear his children or our partner's children on potential alone, which leads us into a place into trying to build someone versus having someone to build with. Men, on the other hand, do a lot of interesting things, right? They choose with their eyes. They choose with their mind. We choose with our hearts, and we choose with what we feel. We choose with what we think we know, and we choose what we know about ourselves. So in choosing a partner, we also decide at that moment, what am I willing to give? So So as these thoughts and perspectives start to develop with this particular person, we then move and mold ourselves and our relationship into not only what we foundationally decided, but we are also now creating our own perspective and our own space for our relationship, whatever that may be. Now, of course, you have the societal things that are put into that thought process, that are put into that space that you can't necessarily control, but you can respond in a way that you feel comfortable. So, for example, when you have a woman, right? Traditional women. So I'm going to give you an example. My grandmother has been married 53 years. My grandparents. My grandmother is very traditional. Okay. You guys meet. You decide what you're going to do. There's no children before marriage. You don't need to have a purposeless relationship. It needs to go somewhere or it needs to not be. So for moving forward, and the generations now, and even in mine, I'll speak for myself. I want to be able to speak for myself. I never grew up thinking, oh yeah, I just want to be married. I just want to have kids. That kind of happened for me, which was a beautiful thing, but it was also something I was scared of and that I didn't understand all the way because I was still figuring me out in a lot of ways. So when we get these perspectives, society has a place in our space, and we need to decide how big, small, or indifferent it may be, but we have to acknowledge that it is there, right? And that it also plays a part in how we're going to respond to the voices that at least approach the relationship or have a voice in the relationship, not necessarily a decision-making voice, but have a voice nonetheless. So again, foundation, how you meet, when you meet, where you meet, under what circumstances you meet. What things do you accept in the beginning of your relationship that you now regret accepting? What things did you look over that now just bug the crap out of you? What things did you decide were not a big deal but compromised your character, right? What things did you sacrifice that you wish you hadn't? When things did you decide, you're going to deal with because you want to be married, because you don't want to be alone, because. And now you're deciding that that's not enough. Or you're in a relationship that you're unhappy with. The thing is that two people play a part in relationships, right? And really more than that, if you consider influences, baggage, family, friends, children, you consider all of those things, many more things have a voice and perspective in your relationship. And you have to decide or mold what that will look like, you and your partner together. But foundation, be very careful about what the foundation of your relationship is, how it's built, whether it makes me think of the 3 little pigs, right? Straw, brick. What was the other? Straw, brick, and something else. But it wasn't enough to sustain the wind, the wolf, that is the world. That is life. That is being human beings. It wasn't enough. And so we have to build our foundation with brick, and we have to make sure that we are prepared as a team to withstand all of the things that are destined, created to impede that relationship. And we have to protect it. And we also have to acknowledge our responsibility in not protecting it and not creating it on a foundation for which it can withstand more things. So yeah, I just wanted to make it like a quick 10-minute, 15-minute kind of lunch conversational piece. I will be having more of these. If you have questions, if you have topics, please let me know. I'm like super excited about engaging, and we have a new practice. I opened a practice, the Mahogany Project, which is named after my daughter, that my husband and I put a lot of energy into. I'm so happy to have something of my own that I've been wanting to do for a while, just to put my creative and personhood into something, and that I could do every day and make money and take care of my family. And this is it. So please subscribe to our channel. Please go to our website, www.themahoganyproject.com. Chat with me, leave comments. We have a fantastic blog that myself, my husband, and my intern do post blogs on. We would love to interact with you. We would love to hear from you. So go on the website, comment below. Let me know what's on your mind. I'd love to have more conversation. So we'll be coming out weekly with the blog. Look for that. And until then, peace.